Hello and welcome to the latest broadcast from the planet Artavox. Today, rather than jumping around the shop or doing something silly that way, we are actually going to be looking at some completed guitars for a change. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to play 3 of my own instruments, and we're going to play those against 2 production guitars as kind of a benchmark. It's kind of tough, obviously, when you get into audio samples, what's been done with the board, what's been done here, what's been done there. So hopefully that will kind of even out the playing and give you a little bit better of an idea of what my guitars sound like as opposed to some others. The microphone today is an Apex, got to check the number, 460. It's a tube microphone, large diaphragm condenser, set in the omni position, so we pick up the actual sort of room ambiance as to what's going on. The first benchmark guitar I'm going to be playing, I'm going to show you all the guitars first, and then I'll play the guitars second, so we can move through the sound samples fairly quickly so you get a better idea of what they sound like compared to each other. This is a Tachymeter. It's a 1999 F470SS. It's an all-solid wood guitar, which is kind of unusual for them. Solid koa back and sides, solid Sitka spruce top, 25.4 inch scale length, mahogany neck. And the body shape is their neck's shape, which would be equivalent to a mini jumbo. The second benchmark guitar, and my prediction for what the winner of this would be it be a shootout, is a Loudon G7 dated to about 1984. This was the Japanese era production of Loudon. These were hand built in Kazuko Yari's factory. This is an absolutely beautiful instrument. It's a full-blown jumbo. It's an equivalent to a Loudon S-shaped guitar today. The guy who sold it to me says it's made out of rosewood and spruce. I look at it and I kind of think English walnut and cedar, but who really knows? Someday maybe we'll get the DNA tested and figure out what this thing actually is made out of. As I said, full-size jumbo, 25, probably 0.4 inch scale length, mahogany neck. And again, gorgeous instrument. The 3 guitars of mine I'm going to play today. The first one is this little guy here. This one only measures about 14 3/4 inches across the lower bout and has a fairly short 24.5 inch scale length. Black walnut back and sides with an Engelmann spruce top. This is kind of halfway between a parlor and an OM, I guess. Fairly narrow top. It is 19.5 inches long in the body, so it does have a fairly sizable tone that way. The neck is made out of birch and purple heart. Like all 3 of these guitars, the fretboard extension floats above the guitar. There are carbon fiber struts inside dealing with the force. The neck is a modified version of a Doolin neck joint, so it's fully adjustable. The second one of my guitars I'm going to be playing is my Ohm model in one of its incarnations. This is actually my current R&D lab, to tell you the honest truth. It's a personal guitar. In the 2 weeks it's been alive, it's had the neck fretboard taken off twice and readjusted. A bunch of different things. I'm playing around with a lot of different ideas in terms of neck mass and stiffness versus resonance into the body and all of that sort of thing. I'm pretty happy with the way it's sounding. It's kind of lacking in the mids at this point in time, but it's giving me a really strong bass fundamental, and you'll probably notice that when I play it. The third guitar that I'm playing is another Ohm. This one here, sound holes in the standard position, black walnut back and sides, cedar top, ebony fretboard and bridge. This guitar also has Alaskan style armrest on the one side here, 25.5 inch scale length, spalted maple rosette, and the neck is black walnut mahogany. Kind of failed to mention what this one was made out of. This one's Engelmann spruce on the top again, and the back and sides is Brazilian rosewood. Not that that's a big feature in this particular guitar. It's not the best brilliant rosewood set you've ever seen in your lifetime. The neck, cut from the same blank as the other one, walnut mahogany again. So you're probably looking behind me and seeing all this musical equipment and thinking I'm some super awesome musician. I'm going to dazzle you with my playing ability. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I used to be really serious into playing guitars, and then 2 things happened. I started building them, and I bought a house. And between building guitars and renovating houses, as you can see by the state of my subfloor, not much playing gets done these days. So what I'm going to do is just 3 chords with a flat pick, just to give you an idea of what they sound like. Hopefully in the near future I'll have somebody better come and play some fingerstyle for you. So first of all, this is the Takamine, Koa, and Sitka. Number 2, the Loudon Jumbo, made out of magical mystery woods. Gear down to the SF, Engelmann, Black Walnut. Ilm model, 25.5-inch scale length, Brazilian rosewood, Engelmann spruce. And finally, the other ohm, cedar top, black walnut back and sides. And there you have it. Hey, thanks again for stopping by. Just a couple of things before I sign off. Just to complete things, the signal path that you guys heard was the microphone going directly into a Mackie 1402 mixer. The EQ was set completely flat. There was no effects, no reverb, no echo or anything like that added to it whatsoever. That ran directly into the input device for the computer, and it was recorded directly into iMovie on a Macintosh. Yeah, so as I said, as close to unadulterated as possible. I'm going to be hopefully stripping the audio off of this and putting some audio samples up on my website if you want to actually download them and listen to them in a quicker succession, that sort of idea. I just shot photographs of the new guitars today, so that's going to happen the next couple of weeks. I'm going to have a fairly substantial website update if you want to learn more about what I do. And yeah, finally, to my 2 subscribers out there, thanks guys, rock on.